Hey guys, Don Rice here, and here's a little trick I learned from Richard. I think I learned it from Richard. If I didn't learn it from Richard down in the Florida Keys, then, you know, mea culpa. So I want to make a piece of G10 that is exactly like a ½ inch in diameter, and which is that big. ½ inch dowel right here, and nice and round. And I can do this in my hand with a Dremel, and it'll come out roundish, you know, from 10 feet away, sort of. Or I can face off this piece of dowel, give it a nice flat face. It's always just a little nipple right there, right in the middle. Just gotta play with that nipple. There we go. Get that to come off like that. Makes for a nice smooth face. Okay, so here's a blank. This is, you know, just whipped out with a Dremel tool in my hand. This is 15 thousandths G10, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put a size drop of CA on there, and then kicker, and put that right there in the middle of the dowel, and then alright, and I'm going to hold that there for a few seconds. Okay, so we'll see if the CA will hold it in place or not. I'm just going to move in on it nice and slow and see if it cuts or if it just pops off. I'm just going in really slow on it. I don't want to apply too much pressure to it. I'm afraid that the CA will, you know, the CA bond will break and I'll have to wait again. I'm not big on waiting. Alright, there we go. I have a nice round blank. Yay. Next thing I want to do, in this case, I'm going to put a hole in it. So, I'm going to center drill this thing. Just like that. Alright, this is the final hole size. This is 200 thousandths, which will match that should match the diameter of this thing. So this was, I mean, elsewhere in the series I think we saw I was making the rudder trim handle. This is the aileron trim handle, which stood up vertically, and this piece of G10 will be the mounting plate, and then this this should go inside of it, but it's not. Okay. Something's off, but that's okay. That was 201 thousandths. I think the shaft of this is 199, so 201 should have worked, but it didn't. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna stick a 204 thousandths drill bit in. Do it again. There. Take that. Alright, so that's a friction fit. And actually it'll slide up once it's bottoming out inside the wood, but it'll slide up and it'll make a nice little mount. So there we go. There's one. That's the one I need. I'm going to make a second one just as a spare, and because maybe I'll find some other place to put it. One final step. I'm just going to run it over with a little bit of an emery board here, just to smooth out the edges. There we go. Okay, so just your standard run-of-the-mill. Whoop, jeez, run away. There you go. Piece of cake. Thanks for that trick, Rich.